Hey folks, welcome back to the farm. We're going to continue with our greenhouse build, and what we've got, if we remember from the last episode, we laid the frame out and we concreted it into the ground. We now got some plastic laid over it, and we're going to put the floor joist in and then put gravel on top of that. So now I'm going to put a wood floor on top. Now, you don't have to do all that, and it's probably the most expensive way, but a lot of people put timbers around and then fill it full of gravel and use that as your floor. You could do that too. And I almost did that, but I thought, well, my knees hurt and all that, and I'm getting old, so I spent the extra money. I'm gonna put a wood floor on it, but it'd be gravel underneath. That way, when I water it, it'd go down, hit this plastic, and drain out towards that end. So we've got it sloped down towards that corner. So we're gonna get started. We're gonna go ahead and put our floor joist in, and then we're going to put the gravel in, and we'll put our planks on. So I'm gonna put the floor joist at 16-inch centers. You probably could do 2-foot centers to save a little bit of money, but lumber's kind of inexpensive right now, so I just spent the extra money to do it. So. Okay, in case anybody didn't know, on your tape measure, these red lines, or these red numbers, that's your 16-inch layout. So everywhere you see a red number, you know to put a stud or a floor joist if you go 16-inch centers, and that's what they're there for. Just a little pro tip, or semi-pro tip maybe. So I'm gonna get the other side. Okay, I got that laid out, and I'm gonna cut these floor joists 3 inches less than 12 foot, because I cut my long ones 12 foot, the outside ones, and I put the 8-foot ones on the inside, so that'd be 3 inches less. So I'm gonna check the squareness on these ends. They're all good, which is kind of unusual. These are, so it probably should be 141. Something going on here we ain't seen in a while, the sun. Oh, it feels so good out here today. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and crown these, and what that means is these boards usually have a, if you line down the side of them, they have a hump. So I mark them with a V, and this way it's up. So if you take this board and you look down the side of it with your eye, I can visually see a hump in this board. So you want to put that up. And what happens over time, this board will flatten out level. So if you put it the other way, you'll have a depression in your floor. It'll just keep going down. So that's why you hear people crown it. Looking at the crown, that's what that means. Just looking to see which way to put it up. All right, we'll get these carried over and we'll start to put them in. We'll get my tractor, and like I said, the railroad, I'm so fat it hurts to bend over. Railroad dumped a bunch of gravel on my property. I'm gonna go in there and get it and put it in here. So I'm gonna go get my tractor and I'll be right back. One other thing I do when I mark where to put my floor joist, I'll put an X on the side of the line I want to go to. So that way when you start nailing, you remember where to put it at. So you can see this one right here. Okay, we got all the gravel in, and it took probably about an hour. And now I wouldn't have done this if I didn't have it for free. So keep that in mind. You know, it's free gravel. And it worked out really good. So anyway, we're gonna move on. I'll show you that in a second. I got my deck boards laid out here, and I'm gonna start with the first one. I already got it lined up. I ain't got it nailed. I'm using galvanized ring shank nails, so it's not just regular nails in my nail gun. So I'm gonna get this first one nailed, and we'll start going on that way. All right, I'll get these laid down here and see how we did it there. I'll probably just lay them down and nail them every now and then, and I'll chalk a line and nail most of them. But we'll keep going. And one thing you need to, when I lay these down here, there's a, you can kind of tell they got kind of, some of them's got kind of a little bit of a cup, so you want to put the cup up. That way it won't sink, it'll flatten out on you. If you don't, there'll be like a little indentation on your deck. And I put them tight. I know a lot of people put spacers in there. I've never have done that, and I put them tight, and that way when they dry out, that way you get the crack in that way. So if you start out with a little crack, you won't get a bigger crack. So I always just put them in there tight, and they'll move and everything anyway. So. If I do stick over a little bit, like this one's not cut square, so I'll chalk a line, I'll cut these after the fact. This is really turned out really nice. It's really solid, and I'm glad I spent the money and put the wood deck down, because it's gonna be so much easier to walk on. I'm gonna stain this bottom part. The walls and stuff I'm gonna paint white, I think. So yeah, I guess we'll call our family over here tonight. We'll have a little shindig out here and do a little dancing before we get the walls up. Have a little barbecue. That's right here, do it. All right, hope you liked the video. Hit that subscribe button. We'll start the walls in the next one on this one, and probably next week sometime. But we're really happy with this so far, so I'm glad we went with this design, and we'll back up and get a good shot of it. But hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and support your local farmer. We'll see you in the next. We'll see you down here on the farm in the next video.